This is TWiT.
So, and really, I want to talk about exactly that in detail, how we've come from a security standpoint. In the show notes, I've got a link to the Google Android Security 2018 Report Final, as they call it. It's a PDF, 31-page report, which examines and shares the statistics of like what they recognize, ecosystem data, that the benefit of what they call Google Play Protect, the Android platform security, and then essentially the threats that are out there, the very aggressive PHA families, the potentially harmful applications. They write that the Android security team's mission is to protect every one of the more than 2 billion Android users. They said, we do this through massive investment and continuous improvement in our security and privacy technology and operations. And I should explain, I've cut this down, and I'm going to cut it down even more as I go through this, because we're only halfway through the show notes. There was so much good stuff here. I had a hard time, like, oh God, I have to put that in. I have to put this in. So they said, and so I said the report did share some interesting and impressive stats. For example, the broadest statistic for measuring device hygiene is how frequently a full device scan detects PHAs, potentially harmful applications. They said Google Play Protect, Android's built-in defense mechanism, is very effective in keeping PHAs out of Google Play, but malicious apps can still be downloaded from other sources. And of course, this is apropos of the picture of the week, because it demonstrates the benefit of sticking within Google Play. They said these apps endanger not only the device, but also threaten the sanctity of the Android environment. This is why Google Play Protect scans all apps installed on a device regardless of the source, right? So whether you get it from Google Play or outside. In 2018, only 0.08% of the devices that use Google Play exclusively for app downloads were affected by PHAs. In contrast, devices that installed apps from outside of Google Play were affected by PHAs 8 times more often. Now, and again, Leo, as you observed, 8 times 0.08 is, 0.64. Still not like horrible, but 8 times more often. They said compared to the previous year, even those devices saw a 15% reduction in malware due to the vigilance of Google Play Protect. So essentially, as we know, relatively late in the game, right? Because here we are at 10 years, and this happened in 2018, and so within the last couple years, they decided, okay, we're going to have to get even more proactive than we have been. They did. And it has had a significant reduction effect. They said Android security saw a strengthened application sandbox in 2018, along with hardened developer APIs, which we've been talking about all along as these increases and improvements have occurred, with features like biometric prompt and an updated target API level for apps. The Android security team continued their investment in hardware-backed security through discrete, tamper-resistant secure elements that enable the use of industry-first security APIs, such as protected confirmation and Strongbox. They also note that in 2018, they surpassed $3 million in reward program payouts, meaning that they're proactively soliciting developers and hackers who are able to find problems and then show, turn them over for a reward. They said our Android security rewards program allows us to work with top researchers from around the world to improve the security of the Android ecosystem. These programs offer some of the highest priced rewards in the industry. Through a combination of platform improvements like Treble, new original equipment manufacturer agreements, and we know about those. Remember, they've tightened up the OEM agreements to require a maximum duration of, was it 6 or 9 months? It still seemed like a long duration, but at least it was there for the improvements that Google makes available to be, pushed out to the consumer. And they said partner programs such as Android Enterprise recommended. The Android ecosystem, they say, has made significant progress in releasing security updates. In the fourth quarter of 2018, they write, we had 84% more devices receiving a security update than the same quarter the prior year. So think about that. In the fourth quarter of 2018, so just this last previous calendar quarter, we had 84% more devices receiving a security update than the same quarter the prior year. Now, that's great. It's nearly double. But on the other hand, there are 2 million devices out there, and we know many of them are not getting any updates. So what they're not saying is the truth of the fact that, many devices are woefully unupgraded. And I don't think that's a problem that they can fix. I mean, they want to provide an OS for, Leo, as I said, and you got a kick out of, fringe partners. And fringe partners are, going to be fringe. That's what they're going to do. So they're going to be fringy, yes. So as we've said, if you want to use Android, great. Go with a mainstream partner. Go with a partner who today, the day after Google's release, and by the way, Google did provide the April Fool's Day updates a month prior to all their partners. You should already have the update on your device. If you do, you're with a partner that is keeping your device current. If you don't, well, the supplier of your Android device has had them available for more than a month. And there are 2 very potent remote code execution vulnerabilities in it that should be fixed. So, buyer beware.